All right, y'all. So there have been a plethora of teaser trailers and different leaks and stuff like that going on. There's a lot of news going on right now. Y'all know December is a month. Fourth quarter in general of any year is the time where a lot of people have a lot of traction with different companies and things like that. So starting off with some of the trailers I want to discuss in general, I might make some more videos for the other movies or TV series. We got our first trailer or teaser trailer for Supergirl. And I'm gonna be honest, I have a lot to talk about. Without further ado, cue the intro.
Up in the sky, it's a bird!
It's a plane!
It's a geek.
All right, this is not gonna be a trailer review or trailer reaction or anything like that because I've already watched it. This is just gonna be letting y'all know my initial thoughts on what I saw. And what I saw, it's fine. I mean, it's not anything. This is what I was telling my friend too. Me and my friend Mac, we rarely agree on movies or stuff like that because we kind of have different tastes. But even me and him agree, it's like, this didn't really do anything to me. Before I get to all the James Gunn of it all and the Guardians Galaxy of it all, for me, this trailer, it just felt like it didn't, I don't know. It didn't give me that feeling like the Superman trailer did of saying, okay, hold on. This is how y'all coming? I need to go get my tickets and see it opening weekend. For this one, I'm like, I'll see it. I see most of my movies opening weekend anyway, so I'll probably still see it opening weekend. But it's like, I'm not gonna see it on Thursday. I'm not gonna see it in Cinemark. Like, you know, I'm gonna see it anyway because I'm a movie head. But at the same time, it didn't give me the, oh, I need to see it. And let me tell y'all about what y'all clicked on the video for, the title. A lot of people are, this movie has gotten a lot of hype, quote unquote, just because it is covering the Woman of Tomorrow comic. Now I'm gonna let y'all know, I used to read comics a lot when I was younger. I don't read comics near as much. And I don't feel like you should have to read comics to enjoy a comic book movie. Just because you've read a certain comic doesn't give you a high priority or seniority when it comes to a certain something being adapted, because it's an adaptation. Whatever we see in this movie will not be a one-to-one with the comic. Even though it might be it's being adapted, but it's never gonna be one-to-one. So I know a lot of people are saying, well, it's not bright enough, it's not this enough, it's not that enough. And I'm like, could the visuals be better? Yes, the trailer was kind of bland. Could the cinematography have been better? Yes, everything was bland, I'm gonna be honest. Did it look like Guardians of the Galaxy 4, 5, and 6, 7? Yes, it did. Now, a lot of y'all are gonna be like, oh, James Gunn, one trick pony. This movie is not being written or directed by James Gunn. And I think that's a bad thing. Now, before I start telling y'all about what I think about James Gunn, I'll let y'all know, this stance that seems to have appeared after the Peacemaker finale, I've been feeling this way about James Gunn since the Guardians trilogy. I've always felt he was a one-trick pony. I've always felt he used the music that I really don't like, all the metal and the pop rock and all that crap. I've always felt his jokes are not really funny to me, but it seems like Peacemaker kind of made that known to the wider audience, and a lot of people are catching on to it. Now, I feel like the fact that this still looks like, if you took the Supergirl title off and DC marketed this or Marvel marketed this as a Guardians of the Galaxy special, I will believe it. Everything, to the color grading, to the set pieces, everything looks like it came straight off of a Guardians of the Galaxy set without James Gunn being the head of the writing and directing. And I think that's a bad sign. You can't have your whole DCU have the same tone. You can't have it. Now, the Lanterns teaser, quote unquote, came out today. And a lot of people are trying to say, or trying to have like a little gotcha moment with saying like, it's giving Guardians of the Galaxy in quotation marks. But what you're doing is you're making yourself look stupid, because this obviously doesn't feel like Guardians of the Galaxy. This feels like something I might enjoy better because it's taking itself serious. I also said before everything was really kicking off with DCU, I said, if you can go back and watch it's one of my most popular videos, where DC can come in and make running with Marvel is take that approach of being a little more grittier with their shows. So far, with their bigger movies, we have not gotten that. If you look at even at the shows, if you look at Creature Commandos, same goofy crap. Look at Superman, look at Peacemaker, look at this teaser for Supergirl. It all has the same exact tone, the same exact feel. This Lanterns trailer doesn't. It feels more grounded. And honestly, for Lanterns, that might not be the best thing because Lanterns they're a space corporation. So that might not be the best thing. But we don't know where they're going with Lanterns. We don't really know the premise of Lanterns, really. We don't really know much about this show. But with Supergirl, we know the movie, we know what it's gonna be based off of. So I really wanted this for me to be a chance where I can enjoy this movie because it'll be more serious and have deeper tones. But it's looking like it's gonna be depressed Supergirl, gotta team up with somebody and fight the bad guy. It's like, okay, I've seen the depressed girl gotta conquer something. I've seen that trope a million times. I want to see something different. So far, it's not looking like this is gonna be any different. And I should have known that because the opening sequence is Crypto peeing on a newspaper of Superman. Like stuff like that to me is like, who is this for? I mean, I know who it's for. There's probably a lot of 20, 25 to 30-year-old white men who's like, oh, this is the funniest thing ever. But bruh, there's also 25 or 30-year-old white men who's like, dude, this is kind of cringy and the jokes played out. I'm a little scared for this movie just because some of the main gripes I had with Superman was that they'd have some serious moments and they'll have Crypto come in and kind of ruin everything. This is Crypto, this is Supergirl's actual dog, so it'll probably be like that times 10. I always have a problem with James Gunn's music because he swears he has the most exquisite taste in music. And again, I don't like Zack Snyder either. I think they're both terrible in their own way. Well, I'm not gonna say terrible. James Gunn is better than Zack Snyder, objectively. But I don't really prefer either one of their styles, if I'm being honest with you. It's alright, bro. The trailer was okay. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse because the horses are dead. Let's get to our first look at Jason Momoa as Lobo. Now, Lobo is a funny thing for me because I'm pretty sure anybody who's in this space know about Lobo, but it almost feels like Lobo wasn't like, I don't want to say well known, because if you've read any type of comic, you know Lobo is well known, but it feels like he wasn't well known to the general audience until we got the thing where Jason Momoa's Aquaman 2 was trash, and he was saying, yeah, Lobo, I'll be a great Lobo. So, and he looks great here. He definitely does. It just feels like literally if you took Lobo out of the comic book and put him on the screen. So that's amazing. Like I said, bro, you shouldn't have to read every single issue of every single comic book series to feel like you're qualified to say this and that. Just because I haven't read Woman of Tomorrow doesn't mean I can't critique the trailer. Doesn't mean I won't be able to critique the movie. Things like that doesn't matter. Will I eventually read it? Probably so if I get bored and don't have anything else to do. I don't know, bro. Let me know what y'all thought on the teaser trailer. It just wasn't it for me. And to give an example, right, before I end, this is gonna be a short video. To give an example of what a teaser's supposed to do, I can't really compare Supergirl with Michael Jackson. Did y'all see how the Michael Jackson teaser trailer was? It literally, that's the best teaser I've seen in a very long time. Not because it's Michael Jackson, but because they knew how to pitch everything together and make everything work, all the different scenes. It looked magical. I think if they're going to be adapting a comic book where there's a lot of vibrant colors, there's a lot of different alien creatures and things like that, it should have been more vibrant. It should have been more, I'm gonna say playful is the word, because it was playful, but it just should have more of it should have a different feel than Superman, bro. And right now, it's feeling like it's gonna be Superman, but you just have the main character be depressed. It's like, okay, and then you have the great quote, which it was a great quote, where Superman fights, what was it? Superman sees the good in people, I see the truth. It's like, that's a great quote, but let's be honest, it's kind of cringe. It's true. That is the parallel, and that's the best way to separate the two. But cringy stuff like that, it's like, why is that needed? You know, even a tagline, truth, justice, whatever, it's like, I feel like they're kind of pushing this a little too hard. But at the same time, I understand it because her planet literally got destroyed. So anyway, let me know what y'all thought about the trailer, bro. Those are my initial thoughts and my initial reactions on it. But yeah, if you love the video, like the video. Don't let it slide. I'm on the road to 600 subscribers. I appreciate it if you love my content. Because without further ado, I'm out. Peace.